Hello and welcome to exact and approximate solutions. This is where we try to figure out the x-intercepts or try to solve it for x. So, something like this, when your directions are to find the x-intercepts, the first thing we have to think about is to find the x-intercept, we want y to be 0. So the first thing I'm going to do is put 0 in for y. Okay? Now, I need to get x by itself. Eventually, I'm going to have to subtract this 4. I'm going to have to square root it to get rid of the squaring, and I'm going to have to add the 7 to get rid of the negative 7. Which one should come first?
Add the 7.
Add the 7. Very good. I can't square root it yet because the whole side isn't just something squared. So before I square root it, I need to add 7 to both sides. So that I have 7. And now this whole right-hand side is something squared. So to get rid of the something squared, now I will take the square root of both sides. Square root here, that will cancel. And so I have x plus 4. But here's the thing I have to consider. When I take the square root of a positive number, how many solutions are there, class? 2. Good job. So this isn't just the square root of 7, it's a positive or a negative. Right? Now I'm one step away from having x all by itself. I simply need to subtract 4. And so I have x equals, and I'll just kind of write it this way, negative 4 plus or minus square root of 7. I can't smush those together because one's a plain number and one's a radical. This is my exact solution. When you're asked for an exact solution, that's what we're looking for. Because that's exactly what it is. Okay? However, I'm also going to be asked to find an approximate solution. So here's where I go to my calculator. For the approximate solution, I'm going to punch up the square root of 7. Could you, my calculator friend, could you punch up square root of 7 for me?
It is 2.64.
Okay. But really it's 2.64 something, 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 keeping on going, right? When we round it off, then we can't say it's equal to it anymore. We're going to say it's approximately that. Negative 4 plus or minus this thing that was the square root of 7 that we're rounding. So that's why it's important to change the notation here. It's not equal to anymore. This is the symbol for approximately. And now I just figure them both out. It's approximately negative 4 plus 2.64, or it's approximately negative 4 minus 2.64. This one would give me an answer of, I'm thinking, negative 1.36. Is that right? And this one is about, looks like negative 6.64. Those are my x-intercepts. If I wanted to find the vertex, I would just add them up, divide by 2. And then plug that back in, just like we've done before. Okay? Second example. Sorry if I'm going fast, we can catch up later. Class, what would you guess would be the right step here? I want to add 20. If I'm finding the x-intercepts, this is 0. And you're right, I want to add 20. So that it looks like this. Now my whole side is squared, and I'm ready to take the square root. I have to remember that there's a positive or a negative square root. But here's where this problem is a little different from the first one. Square root of 20 can be simplified. We can make this smaller, so we must. Maybe 10 and 2, 5 and 2. These are all square roots. I've got a pair of squares that makes plane 2 left over radical 5 plus or minus. Now I'm one step away from finishing. Just add the 1, and I get 1 plus or minus 2 square roots of 5. And that's equal to x because this is exact. If you can simplify it, we must. We couldn't do anything with 7, but we can simplify square root of 20. Now for the approximate, I'll go on my calculator and type up square root of 5, enter, times 2, and I think that's 4.47. if I remember right. So 1 plus or minus 4.47. Calculator friend, am I right with that? Oh, thank
All
you.
right.
All right, got the thumbs up. So we got 1 plus 4.47 or 1, oopsie, still a positive 1. 1 minus 4.47. So this one would be 5.47. And this one would be negative 3.47. Those are my two approximate answers. This is my exact answer. Usually you're going to be asked for all of it. Okay? Am I going too fast? Okay. Last one now. I'm going to go to the last example. This one is a little bit different. What do you notice is a little bit different about the problem in the setup?
Y equals 3 already.
Y equals 3 already, all right? Which is okay. There's no Y value here. We had a number 3. So we're just trying to solve it for X. Same process. What would you guess would be the first step? Add 9. Great. So I have 12 equals X plus 3 squared. Aha, the whole side is squared. So to get rid of a squaring, I will just simply square root. So I have X plus 3 equals plus or minus square root of 12. Can 12 be made smaller?
Yes,
Yep.
it can.
Yes, it can. Here we go. 4 and 3, 2 and 2. These are all square roots. That is 2 square roots of 3. I need to keep the plus or minus. Now I'll simply subtract the 3. So I have negative 3 plus or minus 2 square roots of 3. That is my exact answer without any rounding necessary. Now to find my approximate answers, I'll need my calculator friend on the calculator here. I know it's negative 3 plus or minus some decimal, square root of 3, enter, and then times 2. 3.4?
3.46.
Okay, 3.46. So it's negative 3 plus that decimal, and it's negative 3 minus that decimal. So this one is 0.46, and this one is negative 6.46. Those are my x-intercepts, actually. Hope that helps you. Have a great day.